Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So as we all know from the previous week, we saw Tony Ferguson losing to Justin Gaethje in a very underwhelming performance, shall we say. But respect to Tony, he went out, did the 5 rounds, whatever. So the theme of today's video is how does Tony Ferguson or even Conor McGregor get the match against Khabib? So there's a lot of speculation going that Tony will not get the match with Khabib, even though it's been organized 5 times. I do have a certain scenario how both Tony Ferguson and Conor McGregor can get that match with Khabib. So obviously, what has to happen is Khabib has to fight Justin Gaethje for the title, unify the belt. That makes total sense. But how do we get that long term? How do we get that fight that we've always wanted? I still don't think that despite Tony Ferguson losing, that match is a dead rubber match. I think stylistically it will still be a very good match as they both have two very opposing styles. Which brings me to the main question. How does Tony get the match? Okay, so it's quite simple. Tony versus Conor McGregor. What's that going to do? So McGregor back at welterweight, I think he needed that tune-up fight. Although we only seen 40 seconds, I do still think there is that sharpness there. Tony came after a loss. I think this match will actually embolden Tony. I think Tony will come back to be a much stronger and better fighter as a consequence of this. I think the weight cut had an impact on him. Cutting weight twice in the space of 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to affect your performance. There's no two ways about it. And then secondly, he didn't have the audience to get an energy out of. Tony loves to perform in front of a crowd. That's just who he is. If you see any press conference, he feeds off the energy of a crowd. So I think in terms of the marketing, Tony versus Conor, they're two very outgoing, strong personalities that will sell a fight. That will bring in a lot of money for the UFC, that fight especially. They used to work with the same company. Whoever wins gets the match against Khabib. Is that simple. Poirier, he hasn't fought in a couple of since his defeat against Khabib. I don't see him getting near the title anytime soon. Although I would like to see him again. So can Khabib get this fight? How would he manage? I think I would still favour Khabib against both opponents, if I'm honest with you. I think Tony Ferguson posed the most threat out of him and Conor based on his jiu-jitsu. Like Tony throws darts for everywhere, as his coach Eddie Bravo says. He's an NCAA Division One champion. He attacks on his back. He will get you in triangles. He will elbow you when he's on the ground. Whereas McGregor is a stand-up game now against Khabib in the last match. McGregor did do very well in the jiu-jitsu in the first round. You know, he countered the takedowns very well. He preserved his energy. He kept his guard. Khabib won, smashed him. Although Conor did hand him his first round defeat. That being said, Khabib had still won that fight. Conor looked tired. He wasn't going to get knocked out in the fourth or fifth round. It's that simple. So here's how I see it going. Tony versus Conor, pardon me. Winner fights the winner. With that being said, there's another aspect of it too. What happens if Gaethje beats Khabib? You could still run that fight. You could still run the winner of Conor versus Tony and Khabib if he loses or wins. It's a money fight for both guys. I think that would be a good conclusion. But what are your thoughts on this? How does Tony get back to fighting Khabib? Does he need to go on a win streak? Does Conor need to get another win streak? I don't know. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Justin, Gaethje, or Khabib, or is it going to go a long distance? That's just my thoughts on the matter. I'm curious to know your thoughts. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you would love to hear more content from me, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and I'll be tuning in talking more MMA and vlogs as well. Thank you. Peace.